Here, it's not even upper body day, but oh my goodness. Not only need a stretch, but my lats are very, very sore. Oh my goodness. Let me get the other side really quick. Now we gotta do this workout. Gotta get a good stretch. Oh, that's nice. That's a good thing to do first thing in the morning is stretch. Stretch your body. Oh my goodness, my kitty cat. Oh, cute and goofy. It's so demanding with the pets. Okay, that's pretty good. I got my calves. Now I'm getting my quads. Gonna do a little bit of legs. Got about 30 minutes to work the quads and maybe some accessories or unilateral training. Um, got some RDLs and some glutes, I think. And so this is kind of like my cozy version of getting in a leg workout is I stay in my robe. I kind of already have my leg workout, or can't talk this morning. I already have my leggings on, workout leggings, and nobody wants to see your booty. So I'm kind of already ready in that sense. I'm already dressed, but it's just like cold and it's like just want to be like a little bit more cozy. And so I'm wearing my robe on top as I am getting ready for my workout. And I can see, hello, good morning. Um, Hi everybody. How are we doing? Are we ready to get in a workout this morning? We're trying to go for a cozy leg workout this morning. Hopefully, you see my kitty cat here. He loves to be aggressively pet. He's an interesting cat that way. Okay, so I just foam rolled and now he's in the way. Um, and I did a little bit of stretching. I'll do a little bit of balance too. Um, I don't know if you guys work on your balance and trying to make sure that you are engaging your core every time you're practicing your balance skills. And if you try to progress and try something new that that is harder to do for your balance, because if you don't work on your balance, then um, you're more likely to fall, you're more likely to not have a very strong core, all these different things. So very helpful to work on your core and do that before you work out so that while you're working out, then you're more in tuned with what you got going on. So hopefully some of you guys are ready for this workout and you're very entertained by my cat. He is a goof, that's for sure. He likes to be pet very aggressively. He does not mind the aggressiveness. He actually really quite likes it. And I have like never met a cat that likes to be pet so aggressively and he just loves it. Oh my gosh. Good morning, Stephanie. Good morning, Abigail. Good morning, Game Kid, Mr. Cow. I don't know who else. But I like these. I guess there's like pre-programmed buttons now that makes saying hi just kind of cute and fun. Um, but yeah, I think we're ready for this workout, and I'm actually really quite warm right now and ready. So, what we got first on the agenda, and I will adjust my camera here so we're a little bit taller. Let's see if we can do this way. No, we can't do that. Need to get my water bottle really quick. So, oh, and I also made myself a pumpkin flavored coffee drink. And okay, let's try this again. Okay, so we are here to get in a workout, right? What kind of weights and things do you guys have? Oh, that reminds me. I am ordering a big supply of booty bands here soon. So in kind of a way to show you guys what I'm working with here, and maybe you are in need of some, so you can let me know, and I could potentially send you some in the future to help you get in a really great booty workout. So that's kind of what I'm aiming for this morning is a good glute pump here at home. I can show you that it's possible. Um, and possible to get in a good booty workout, especially if you're kind of new to things. You don't really want to try on too many. You don't really want to push too hard in the weights if you're really new to weightlifting. Just strength training in general. You don't want to overdo it and injure something. You want to warm up properly, cool down properly, make sure you're using the right form and technique. And so, yeah, I'm not getting very many answers here. Wanted to know, what are we working with here, you guys? We're working with some bands, we got some dumbbells, what do we got going on here? I have my booty band, and so I'm doing some side shuffles so that I can warm up my glutes. You go across a couple times. My cat's very confused as to what I'm doing. Mm. But this feels pretty darn great. This is one of the lighter bands, and I hope to upgrade to the heavier ones here in the future. Okay, so did some side steps. We're gonna do some body weight squats with the band on. I'd suggest bringing the band down just a little bit. Make sure that your knees are pointing outward, they're not collapsing in. Make sure they're nice and strong and they're pointing out. If you come down and squat, then you feel that right in the quads and glutes. No collapsing of the knees. Mm. All right. Let me see what we got going on. Good morning. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. You ready to get in your workout, Taryn? Trying to warm up My lower body, honestly, almost already feels like a workout going on. It is a nice day. I thought it was going to be a cloudy, overcast day, just based on what the weather app told me this morning. But it is actually pretty darn great this morning. So, okay, so we're all warmed up. First thing was I was going to do some RDLs. So, whatever I would personally, I'm gonna go heavy on these because excuse me, I know where my limits are. I've been working on this move for a while. If you're brand new to this, I'd suggest going light or going without any weight so that you can just learn the moves and learn how to do this with the proper cues. I should probably preface this with I'm NASM certified, NASM, National Association of Sports Medicine, certified as a personal trainer. So whatever advice you get from me is based off of my learnings and my doing my own homework and getting certified by a very reputable company. So whatever advice you get from me is pretty legit. So whatever, you just got to make sure you're getting your information from good sources. So yeah, I just wanted to preface with that. So I will be able to give you some helpful cues on how to do proper RDLs. But first, have you done with breakfast? How was the weather? Yeah, I just had a little bit of breakfast. I could probably go more in depth with what I do for my own nutrition. Oh no, but I also taped my foot this morning, um, to see if that would help with my plantar fasciitis that I've been experiencing. I guess so far it's doing all right. It's not hurting or anything. So, we'll just see how the day goes. It's not even really the right proper tape, but I use like the physiology taping book. So it should have all the proper techniques of how to tape yourself based on what you're experiencing. So hopefully that will um that will help. I am also just definitely obviously stretching a ton. And let's see, this lighting is always pretty harsh, I should say. This is a lot better. Okay, so what we're gonna do first is those RDLs. So what I'm gonna do, oh, and I guess for me personally, I'm gonna add in, drop my glasses. I'm gonna add in my booty bands, and I'm also going to put on some freaking chapstick because my lips are so dry. I don't like to be the saliva queen, but in turn, that just means that I have very dry mouth and very dry lips all the time. So just supplement that with some chapstick. Let me see. Just making sure. I cannot see very far, so I have to get really up close to make sure I'm not missing any comments. Still haven't been told, what are you guys working with? Like, what kind of weights and stuff do you have? Are you prepared for um, a comfy, cozy lower body workout? Um, and I don't think I answered the question about the weather, but I thought it was going to be pretty overcast today, and it's turning out to be pretty sunny. So we're good. All right, so let's go with the first cue. If you don't have a band, that's totally fine. This is a little bit way way more advanced level. So, but what you're really trying to focus on is tucking in your tailbone. So don't actually have a flat back. I know that sounds kind of ironic, or that sounds kind of like maybe opposing advice to what you hear all the time. Have a flat back, but it's like have a flat back. Maybe if you're a beginner, if you already are starting to feel like you have some back issues, tuck in your tailbone so that you're engaging your core. That's a really great thing, really great piece of advice. It protects your back from doing all the work of the lifting. You want all the focus to be in your glutes. So, if you're in that forward position, I already start by just flexing my core, my glutes. Now try to maintain that the whole time, keeping your core nice and engaged. Now I start to feel that tension in my glutes. Kind of already start to feel a stretch in my hamstrings just a little bit. But most of the tension, if not all of the tension, is in my glutes right now. That's what's keeping me up. That's what's lowering me down. Now I have the weights down here. I grab on, still feel strong and solid. I'm pushing out on the band. All right, now we got that added 50 pounds right there. Well, at least I do. So be very careful. You're lifting with the glutes, not your back. See that little bit of shake there? It's because my muscles are like, what are you doing? We are not prepared for struggling, but they are. They are warmed up, ready to go. But we are trying to make some of those little micro tears so that we are growing those glute muscles as much as we can. There's already 3, and so easily, the heavier you go, you could so easily start to feel this in your back if you're not lifting right. So definitely have to make sure you're lifting right. Now I'm just talking about all this newbie kind of advice, um, because there are probably a lot of people who are kind of in the newer category. Um, but I imagine there are some people who've done this before and maybe just need some helpful cues, or I wish it could be kind of a two-way uh stream, so that maybe I should do that next time. I think there is a feature where we can kind of stream together, but I would really need only serious people to use that feature. And wow, I'm already whew, warmed up. Like it is really cold up here in on the top floor. Um, and so I always start out my workouts with my robe on because it's always cold and I have to like literally warm up. Like never really had to think about warming up in the literal sense. I kind of just have always thought about it in the figurative sense. But there we go. Let's see, you love coffee or tea? Yeah, I like both of those. I like water a lot. Um, a lot more. I'm doing legs workout. Yay! That's great. Doing a leg workout. Tomorrow, I'll do upper body. If I get enough time in the morning, I'll live stream my upper body workout so that I can hold you guys accountable to getting in your upper body workout. So, that was just set number 1, and we're not done. We're gonna do 2 more of those. I was just giving ourselves a little break. Yeah, we are gonna go 2 more times. Um, and then what else are we gonna do? I forget. Oh, I think I'm gonna do some Bulgarians. Let me see if I can like check and see. Split squat, superset. Oh, snap. Yeah. So we're gonna do these deadlifts or RDLs for the glutes and hammies, and then a little bit of supersets for the quads, and then finish off maybe with some accessories of some kind. A little bit of hammy curls, standing hamstring curls, and maybe one other. I'll do some core too, and then we'll call it a day. It's super fast, super effective. Then I gotta go get ready for work and step on my way to work. So here we go, second set, and I will face this way so you can see what I am doing. But all right, we ready? Set number two. We're gonna go to 12. So do this 12 times. All right, so we're already engaged. Glutes squeezing. Core is engaged. We go a little bit forward. Keep that engagement the whole time. Don't let it go. It's so easy to, I feel like it's so easy for me to let it go. I have to really think about it, especially once I start getting here. I want to let it go so bad, but it's so pertinent to keep it there. So pushing out on the band, glutes are engaged. That makes it so much easier to bring it on up. I did not feel that in my back whatsoever. That's the way it should be. All right, squeeze, squeeze. Here we are, coming on up. Here we got two. Squeeze and breathe. We are like cranes. We are strong and solid. We got three. Squeeze the glutes. We got four. Woo-hoo. Four. Here we're coming down. Squeeze. I feel that tension. 5, 9. I'm warm. Probably gonna start breaking out in sweat here soon. These are slow reps. We just want to keep that tension there the whole time. We don't want to go fast whipping around the weights. Save that for like kettlebell swings or other more dynamic workouts, but we are just sticking to lifting the weights as strong and controlled as we can be. Here's 8. Here we got 9. All right. Here we got 10. Take a little breather. Squeeze the glutes. If you start to feel it in your back, it's probably just because your whole posterior chain is all connected. Posterior chain, meaning your backside, everything from your calves to hammies to glutes to your back. Here's 12 right here. Giving a good squeeze. Don't lose that posture. Bring the weights all the way down. And release. Okay. Okay, how are we doing? Hello, Finland. Finland, Helsinki. Make sure you subscribe down below. If you haven't already. Uh, Welcome to today's workout is lower body. So hopefully you're ready to get in a workout this morning. I guess depending on what time it is for you. Um, my body's already telling me, girl, I'm tired. I don't want to do anymore. And I hear that, I honor that, and give myself a little rest. How are we all doing? Taryn, are you still working your legs too? Where did Stephanie and Abigail, Game Kid, Mr. Cow, where'd you all go? We got Eric here. Hello, your legs are extremely strong in tone. Thank you very much. How are we all doing? How are you doing, Eric? See, we've got just about 4 more minutes of these RDLs. Well, I kind of wish it was less. Um, let's see. I kind of just would love some water. Hopefully, you guys are also hydrated with your own water too. Okay. Maybe just to work, do some superset kind of work. Well, let's do, let me see if I can switch tabs really quick, but to find a core exercise. What's up, Depeche Mode? Welcome. I was just about to find um the ab movement that I want to do, trying to get in legs today. And so I I have it written down on the other tab on my phone here, so I was gonna switch over. I just don't know what I'll do here. Probably just turn the screen black really quick. I want to see what's it by program for core today, because I just did some legs, did some RDLs with my dumbbells. I was trying to show everybody proper form when it comes to doing dumbbells or RDLs. Any tips that you have for everybody would be probably super helpful as well. And if you want to check me out on Instagram, um, it is, I think it's linked on my bio, but one second, you guys. Hopefully this, um, yeah, see, Depeche Mode's like on some advanced level over here, you guys. Like, but yeah, leg lifts, lemon crunches, leg lifts. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so maybe if I'm over here, I still have my booty band on. Leg lifts, lemon crunches. Let's do some leg lifts. These ones I have noticed in my ab journey of trying to go from someone that always arches their back, um, which releases your core, which releases your glutes altogether. I am trying to now, well, I have been, I guess, for a little couple years now, retrain my mind and body to squeeze my core which then in turn squeezes my glutes. So leg lifts have always obviously been really hard. I was always the cheater that would put my hand underneath because that would help. And I see, um, in a way, I kind of see it as cheating now, but at the same time, as someone who's always overarched their back, this helps tremendously. I know it seems kind of like strange, but without it, ooh, I guess I can kind of do it now better than I used to. But my core used to be so weak that I would get to about like right here, and my back would just go like that. It was so bad. Now I'm a lot better about it. Squeeze the whole time. Um, this will really this is one of those ab moves too that I will kind of joke with myself and say, this one, like, this one's gonna fuck me up today because um not even like give me sore abs, but it just takes so much mental strength to like keep your form good. It like kind of just knocks my energy, makes me feel good and strong. I was once told a really long time ago, and I'm kind of curious of what your opinion is, Depeche Mode, that people with wider hips, aka I guess mostly women or I don't know, whatever, um, it's more challenging to do this move and it's like actually not good for you. I don't know if it was just like a fad or if it was just like someone's discovery, someone's thought process, but like trying to keep your legs like together, right? Your heels and toes together while doing this move. Um, especially if they're there we go. Better numbers I don't know. Okay. We're back. Sorry about that. When someone calls me, like just turns obviously turns my screen black and then just stays that way. But a really cool feature on my phone is when someone's calling and I don't want to hear it, I don't want to answer, I just shake my head no and it turns off the call, which is kind of cool. So let me just make sure I'm not missing out on anything because I cannot for the life of me see. And I always think that raising my eyebrow is gonna like help me see better, but it doesn't. So I'm just gonna go keep it down. I have reverse lunges off a deficit and hip thrust today. Probably throw in some hamstring work as well. Nice. Be a little bit closer, man. Please admire your fingers. Here you go, Eric. Soak it all in. I made some pomegranate juice this morning, so I have a little bit of pomegranate dried on my hand. No worries, it's not, yeah. Well said, Depeche Mode. Don't worry, it wasn't like a knife accident or anything. You'll just hit your adductors a little more. Keeping the feet together. That's true. The wider hips theory is BS in my opinion. Yeah, it's an interesting thought. I didn't really ever think about it before, but it kind of made me think about it. Like why that was the case for whoever thought of that. But ultimately, in another way, yeah, it's kind of a little bit on the nonsensical side, but here we are. So let's do one more of those. Um, it is after 8, so cheers to getting in some leg work done before I have to get all glossed up for work to get dressed and ready. I also really like, oh gosh, that was a lot of cramp right there. I like the alternating too, because, and that's what I've had to do while retraining my abs to get strong again. Um, to kind of work my way up to being able to do full, like, lowers. Yeah. And then for very beginning people, since I train a lot more beginners right now, or old people who with back problems, this is something that they can do. They usually just have them do alternating tabletops, which they can feel, they like it, gives them a nice little burn. And then lemon crunches was the next one. I'm kind of forgetting exactly. I think I could have weights, but I think this is it. A little bit different than regular crunches, especially if you start putting weights on. But uh also would like your opinion on this Depeche Mode. What are your thoughts on something that I experience is tiredness in the front muscles of my neck. I figure it's like um hi. Um I figure that it's just that I just don't have strong front neck muscles, obviously. Think that's kind of the answer right there. Um and so when I'm doing my core or any kind of leaning back exercise, it's a lot easier to just hold my neck, but something tells me I should probably train my neck just like I train my core and just let my neck muscles get tired and but you know what's kind of funny about that is there's all these thoughts about like people not wanting to strength train because then they're going to get like big and bulky and I don't have that thought about like really much else. I in fact am like trying to grow and so as we all are, right? And yet when I think about strengthening my neck muscles, then I'm like, "Oh no, I'll lose my feminine, like, look in my neck, and I'll start to, like, have, like, a buff neck, and it'll be, like, as wide as my head or, something like that," and it's just it is not gonna happen. There's nothing to worry about. But on a more psychological note, this is also something I've been thinking about, totally different random note, but as someone who has been on I've been on my own fitness journey probably since I was, like, about 10. That's when I started. Um, even though I am, like, a group strength train instructor, even though I train other people one-on-one, even though I help so many other people on their own journeys, it is interesting to think or to see other people in the same position who have really great leadership skills, and yeah, some of them are not very, transparent. Meow. They're not very transparent about the struggles or things that they go through, um, and which, makes them appear as a good leader, as someone who's trying to provide and be a support to other people and not bring the attention towards themselves, all that kinda stuff, but then I think that there's people out there who really, like, only like the trainers or leaders or whatever who excuse me, who are transparent and vulnerable and who do talk about their struggles because it attracts the kind of people who are inspired by that kind of a story. So been kind of having like an inner dialogue as to like which one do I want to be? Like I've already kind of tested out, tried out like not bringing any attention towards myself and I see like how kind of confidence boosting it can be and how it feels good for me. But then I go through something and I'm like, well, I can't just act like I'm this perfect human being who is perfectly healed and perfectly like at my, happily ever after moment when I'm not. Like we're all still on a fitness journey and even though I'm maybe like on my day, I don't know, 5,000 where someone's on their day 1, so there is a lot to compare to. Um, I still feel, like, happy to share that, even though I'm, like, this far along, I'm not done with my journey, I'm still going, like, I still find ways to and things to improve on. Still have I still have a lot of core strength to work on, that's for sure, I am. My partner and I mean, he's been going hardcore on his core journey for like the last year and probably until he hurt his knee or backed off a little bit. But in just the year prior to like strength training his core, he he noticed that his abs weren't showing even though he was like 8% body fat and um he was just blown away like how am I 8% body fat? I'm lower than most people on this freaking planet and yet I still can't see my abs. Like I don't know what's going on. And, so he's been more or less going on on cycles of adding in more weights, training more often, and then bulking. And just in like the bulk and cut and then bulk, he's recently gone through, he's definitely added a lot more ab muscle. Um, and he's noticed that he's got a lot more energy right now since he's in a bulk. And so he's putting that towards growing his abs more, and then before you know it, he's gonna be back down to 8%, if not less, if we do a show together, and, he will have abs for the probably for the first time ever, and that's exciting for not only him, but also for me too, because I think he's gonna look good. Um, so yeah, I can tell I am missing out on comments, and I cannot see from that far away. Yeah. Mm, people in your business make up all types of weird ideas. Yeah. I'm a big believer that a lot of back pain stems from lack of glute firing. Yes. Amen. Preach. If the neck is a point of emphasis for you, okay. Thanks, Kat. I would focus on neck packing. Oh my gosh. Prince, I can't can't see. He's like going for my hands and my hands are on my phone. So um this is just a great angle for me on all of your lists. Okay, cool. Yeah, neck packing. I'm curious. So there's always room for improvement, even if we've been on our journeys for this long. I am curious. That I feel like would take me to the next level, and that would be good to know. So thank you. Yes, I will touch base with you there. And anybody else who has questions or anything, follow me on IG. Okay, so I've got about 15 minutes till I should leave for work, so I'm kind of thinking that's it for me for today. Got in a little glute action, got in some core. I'm feeling pretty good, and so hopefully you guys are feeling pretty good too. Let's see, Jack says, "How are you doing?" I'm doing good. Oh, I love that optimistic attitude of go kick some ass today. I will. I will reach my daily goals. We're always ticking off the daily goals because in the long run, they get you to where you want to be. So yeah, I'm gonna head out. But I'm glad to see you, Depeche Mode. I'm glad to see you, Jack. Glad to see who else hopped on. I don't know if Eric is still here or not. And everybody else who had joined, who came and said hello and went on their merry ways today. It'll be a great day. Thanks, guys, for stopping by, making my day just that much better. Hopefully, this was inspiring as well. See ya. Bye.